Welcome to the ModeCast. The ModeCast. What's up, J Money?
Just another day in paradise.
Yep. The wifey is out of town, so I am enjoying peace and quiet that I don't ever get.
Lies. You're not enjoying shit. You're working on a hill.
I know. I always do that. Jasmine always says, you need to rest. She's like, but I know you're not going to. You're going to try to knock stuff out around the house.
Well, I called you earlier. I expected you to be sleeping all day or something, and you're breathing like you're beating off. And no, you're working on a hill, digging holes.
Yeah, I don't know. I always feel like, oh, dude, if I get to chill, it'd be so nice. But I realize how much stuff that I can actually get done that'll be useful.
But you can't really relax unless work is done.
Yeah, because then I feel guilty. If I'm just sitting on my ass, I'm like, what have I really done to deserve it?
It's a weird thing. You have to, earn your own rest as an adult.
I used to be like that with, when I used to be really into working out. If I was going to eat something shitty, I would feel the need, if I'm going to go out and, or if I know I'm going to grub all weekend, then I know I need to hit the gym hard that week so I can,
work it off?
Yeah, no, just kind of, reward myself. I worked out so hard. I can slide this entire weekend on just eating whatever I want.
I always felt that way. I always felt like I'd fucking gorge on shit after the gym because I worked out.
Yeah, it's like you said, when you used to eat bags of chips.
Yeah, I'd eat an entire bag of potato chips right after working out.
Dude, but it's weird, how that the self... What's the word I'm looking for? The self... hatred, when you're picking at yourself, you're beating yourself up.
Your insecurities?
Yeah, kind of.
You're just being insecure about everything?
Yeah, so that's basically what it comes down to. When I'm doing work in the house, I'm like, I cannot sit until I at least put in, 5-6 hours around the house or something.
Well, most people hate us for our body types, right? Brittany says it all the time, that fucking our entire... me, you, and Trisha are super lucky.
But I can get fat, though, dude, I swear.
I watched you put effort into getting fat.
That was different, though. That was because I was hitting the gym still like crazy. That was that was an effort of me trying to gain weight.
That's what I mean. You were putting serious effort into gaining weight.
But I'm saying if I don't work out, if I went for 2 years...
But working out, you weren't doing cardio either. I just want to say that.
Oh, I was.
When?
I swear, ask Abe. Dude, that was when me and Abe were hitting Cow's Mountain 3 times a week.
I worked out with you a lot, and we did cardio twice.
Oh, no, dude. There was a time for
I used to do cardio. You would continue to lift weights while I'd go do cardio.
Dude, there was a 3-month span, dude, where me and Abe just hit cardio almost every other day.
I'm really not buying this. Maybe 3 days.
I swear, dude. Abe was putting in work, dude. That was when I was telling...
Dude, Abe, nobody believes it, but he can do cardio.
That's what I was saying when I was saying, hey, I get it now, because Abe was still big then, and me and him would run from my apartment to Cow's Mountain.
Dude, nobody ever believed me when I tell them he could outrun me.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking... I don't know about now, though. Now he's on another weight level now. But that's so fucked. They were talking shit on the Abe's weight. I love you, Abe.
Well, I still love him, but it's true. He needs to work out again. He got lazy.
Yeah. You know what's funny, though? I don't think... When you get to that point, I don't think you can sit there and be like, oh, well, I used to be skinny, but it's yeah, but how old were you? I hate when people say that, because you're like, oh, well, how old were you? Everyone's skinny fucking, in their teens or early 20s.
Oh, yeah. I used to be skinny. Oh, you mean when you were active as shit?
Or when you were a kid? Yeah, I would hope so.
Oh, it's so scary. Have you seen when you see those little tiny fat kids?
Yeah. You know that people come to me about Miles and say, hey, he could be a risk for diabetes. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
It's 7 months, 8 months?
10.
No, but 7, 8, 10 months. He's been fat for...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, no, I wasn't trying to say his current age. I'm just saying, any time. Because everybody talks shit on him being fat.
Well, Lannon's teacher...
Well, I don't say everybody talks shit, everybody makes jokes, but...
Well, Lannon's teacher was like, hey, what's the weight difference between them? And I was like, oh, it's only 3 pounds between my oldest and Miles. And she was like, wow. She's like, my niece's daughter is about as big as him, and, she has type 1 diabetes. I would never say some shit like that to a parent. It's like, oh, okay, well thanks.
It's a concern that people... I get what they're doing, but it's kind of rude in a way. But at the same time, it's maybe somebody does it. They think they're informing you, because a lot of people, about diabetes because of me, but most people don't. Even people who have diabetes don't know anything about diabetes.
Yeah.
It's weird. People just don't care. I did all the research because of Katie.
Well, I like when someone's talking about what they're doing about their diabetes, and you're like, everything you're doing is bad, right?
Dude, it's hard. It's hard for me not to say anything.
I don't know shit about diabetes. I just know, what can happen. I mean, because of your ex. But other than that, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's... David at work, he has type 2 diabetes, and it's weird. Like he's got his belly is like over since I've known him, since he's gotten diagnosed, since he told me he has diabetes. I've noticed his belly is just slowly gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's not like because he's an active dude, but his sugar intake is super high still.
How does that happen with just the belly? What is that? That's from diabetes?
Yeah, because all the sugar he's taking, his body can't process it properly. And I don't know all the science behind it, but I do know that's one thing with the sugar is because your body's not processing it properly, so you can blow up like he is. He's only blowing up in one area, and I'm like, dude, that's strictly from the diabetes. It's the sugar intake. It's
so
scary.
Those guys that you think that just have giant beer bellies,
think about, let's say, because somebody who I'm not gonna say a lot of guys, but there are guys I do know that have type 2 diabetes with the big beer bellies that I blame on the diabetes because they're still drinking beer.
See, I hate when I hear shit like that because now every time I look at someone with a big belly, I'm like, type 1 diabetes.
Well, it's not type 1, it's type 2. It's developed.
Oh, okay.
Like type 1 diabetes is more of like a genetic thing. That's why when like someone like the teacher that was saying that, my niece or whatever has type 1 diabetes, well, they're not really educated on diabetes because that's a genetic thing.
Yeah.
Like, and you have to understand the genetics behind it. Like Silas, I was scared because I thought he was going to have diabetes because of his mom, but he's still at risk, but it's a low risk. Because it's more often transmitted through the father.
How terrifying was that? Like before Silas was born, was that like a huge?
Well, I was kind of a dick about it because I told her even like when she first started asking me about kids, I told her like first off, I don't want to have kids, and second, I don't want to have kids with you, not because I'm being a dick, but because he's going to be at risk for being diabetic. I don't want to have him live through that. I mean, you're struggling through it, so why do I want to see my son or my child go through that?
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to be a dick about it, but I told her flat out, like, I was scared of having a kid with her.
Totally totally understandable. I wouldn't, yeah.
But after she did get pregnant, talking to the doctor, because it's most often transmitted through the father, like, at the time, the pediatrician told me it was like a 5% risk of him being a diabetic.
That's pretty low. I thought it'd be a lot higher than that.
I was tripped out on it, too. I don't know how accurate that is. That's what his doctor told me. That's just one doctor telling me that. I don't know what the research is behind that, really.
Yeah.
It just made me feel better, so I didn't look at all any further.
Since from having Kaiser and then going to Sharp, when you have a good doctor.
Dude, it's weird, right?
I grew up with Kaiser, so I always thought, Kaiser's a pretty good hospital. Like, I don't understand why people talk shit on it. But then when you go to Sharp, which is a great hospital, you're like, oh my God, Kaiser is fucking miserable.
But you pay for it, too.
Yeah.
Copays are a lot higher, and even your deductibles your out-of-pocket's a lot more. It sucks. Yeah. But it feels good when you go and talk to the doctor. You're like, I feel like you're concerned.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, dude. We had Sharp for 1 year, and dude, we fucking paid out the ass for it. Now we went back. This is our start of going back to Kaiser this year, and like, it's like I'm telling Jasmine, like, maybe it's just San Diego because Kaiser's pretty good up in Rancho. Maybe it's just San Diego. And then like, we're sitting there and she's telling me about a friend who, basically when they were giving birth, she shit herself during birth, and then the doctor was like, ew. Like not the doctor, but one of the nurses was like, ew, 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 ew. Was like freaking out. Like, the nurse should not be fucking doing something like that. So right when she told me, I was like, oh, why do we go back to Kaiser? It was like one of those instant like regrets, like, fuck, I should have just sucked up and stayed with Sharp.
Dude, it's weird too, like noticing the attitude between the staff and any other fucking insurance out there, like our hospital, like Sharp or what's the other one? Scripps.
Mm-hmm.
Scripps is awesome, or UCSD. I loved going to UCSD before my insurance wouldn't let me anymore.
Dude, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, we're talking about Sharp.
A bad experience at Sharp, or good experience? The attitude difference between Sharp and fucking Kaiser.
Fuck.
Dude, I'm the one that should be, like, losing my thoughts.
Damn. I don't know what I was going to say. It's going to bother me, dude. Hold on. It's going to come to me. Sharp, Kaiser.
I did have, whatever. Was it when I had that stomach bug from the cruise with Mom?
Yeah.
I just told Brittany, like, all right, I'm supposed to be at work tomorrow, and I still can't, like, I'd be within, like, my bathroom at all times at that point. Like, I just could not stop shitting. It was terrible. And I told her, I was like, just take me to a hospital. I don't know the area up here. Just take me to the nearest hospital.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I'll take you to the one I normally go to. I'm like, whatever, fine. We go there. Like, this is where you go? This place sucks, right? It was like, I compare my experience to Kaiser. I mean, maybe it was just because they were super busy that day. I mean, it was the emergency room I went to, so it's really hard to judge a place on just the emergency room. But I kind of had the same service that I did, like, in Vegas.
Oh, that was horrible. What's the difference? Like, this is what trips me on the difference between Sharp and Kaiser, though. You can go inside fucking Sharp, emergency room, urgent care, doesn't matter. You wait less than 10 minutes every time.
It's because they call it, you see everywhere on their walls, the Sharp experience.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that you have a top-notch experience. It's fucking weird. Like, they strive. When fucking I was with Terry and her, when she worked for Sharp, and she would bitch about it. She'd be like, God, like, we get in trouble for anything. Like, they were, like, they would get hammered if they were disrespectful to patients.
Well, that should be a given, though.
Well, but they don't do that. Look at Kaiser and the way you get treated there. They're fucking assholes. Look at the doctors I dealt with in Vegas. That doctor was a bitch. She was a complete dick to me when I asked for that. When I wanted to sign out, because she was like, "You're gonna have to sign a what the fuck do they call it? Against AMA, against medical advice, AMA."
Yeah, but that's kind of like But when you're doing that, like, I kind of see why she'd be like that. It's like, look, you need medical attention. Like, you're retarded right now if you leave.
Being a bitch from the beginning, though. Like, she wasn't being nice. It wasn't until the next day when I was up and moving and being nice.
Yeah, the way she was talking to you was literally like, all right, you're a fucking alcoholic. Let's move on now.
Well, and was I being disrespectful to her at all?
No.
Because normally, like, when I'm being a dick, it's because, like, I understand why, but no, like, I'm being nice and she's just being a bitch. It's like, dude, like, fucking, I get it. I get what you're telling me. Why are you fucking hard? Like, there's no reason to be disrespectful to me.
Yeah, but you sometimes have that serious look where it's like automatically people are like,
I was on morphine. What kind of serious look could I have had?
That's true, actually. You're in the emergency room. I don't fucking know. Whatever, dude.
No, and even the nurses, it wasn't till, like, I was beyond nice to that dude my last day there that he started being nice to me. Because, like, once, like, I'd been there for a few days, he was like, oh, this guy's not an asshole. I was nice to him the whole time, and he was kind of dickish. Because he was my nurse every day.
I think it's pretty funny, though. Like, I don't think I've ever been that hungry in my entire life. I think it's just because you were so hungry. It's like, I got to eat for you.
I've never gone that long without food. That was almost 3 days with no food.
Dude, speaking of no food, have you seen those Syrian refugees, dude? That shit is fucking sad.
No, I haven't watched any of the news, dude.
Oh, God, sorry. You brought up having no food, dude. They're rationing their food for every 7 to 10 days.
For the refugees where?
In Syria, like, there's no more food. They're running out of food, and it shows, like, oh, dude, it was bad. It was basically just going from village to village, just showing, like, the
Trying
health.
to make me feel like shit over here. Like, I couldn't last 3 days.
Yeah, pretty much.
7 days.
Well, dude, you're watching these kids, dude. Like, the mom's talking, like, yeah, it's been 7 days since they've had anything to eat. Their arms are fucking like my finger. It was nasty.
Well, think about it this way. We're bombing over there, and we're not allowing Syrian refugees come into our country.
Yeah.
Nor are we. I don't believe we're offering them any aid either.
No. Since we're on a depressing level as it is, did you play the Powerball?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't I?
I already knew.
Well, then I had to hit in Chino Hills.
How much did you play?
I don't know. I just think I had Brittany go play $10.
That's
so
what I did
5
too.
tickets. I think the odds of that game are so fucking ridiculous.
It's so funny, dude. Like I was telling you, like, I obviously don't believe in God, but anytime something like that happens, like a Powerball, I start praying to God. I'm like, God.
So when you're throwing up or playing a lotto.
Yeah, I'm serious. I always pray to God. I don't believe it. And I'm sitting there like, if I win, like, telling God what I'll do, like, trust me, you should pick me to win this.
I promise I'll donate most of it. Just give me a little bit.
I would. I talk to Jasmine about that all the time, dude. I would donate half. I promise you that. Because I always feel like if I won, that's why I'd win, because of my plan to do with the money. What I plan to do with the money.
See, but if you have that much money, I think it's more important to not give it away. Go and do something with it yourself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't just pick an organization. Like, I would want to be involved. Like, see exactly where my money's going. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to donate half to this organ. No, like, I would actually. That would be my job. I'd be if I won 1.5 million. I mean, oh God.
Because there's this.
That would be my job. I'd be going to fucking.
Because there's this ex-UFC fighter that went on. I don't know why he did it, but he went on like this missionary thing in Africa, and now that's what he does. That's his life's. That's what he does. And now he came back to the U.S. to do a fight to raise money to go over there. And what he does, he builds wells for these pygmies down deep in the jungles of Africa. Like, he's the first white man most of them have ever seen. And,
oh wow!
And what's funny is he's a pasty white guy that's super redheaded and everything, just that uber white Irish skin. And he's like the first white person these people have seen. And, you know, most of them die from malaria and dysentery and shit because they don't have clean water. That's the only reason they die is they don't have clean water. That's it. And so he builds wells so they can have clean water. And I think it would be fucking amazing just to go on an adventure and be able to, like, pay and go out and help build a well for these people. And just to get to see their culture and how they live and do something and then come back and move on to the next adventure. That'd be fucking awesome.
Have you seen that? It's based on a true story. It's called Machine Gun Preacher with Gerard Butler, plays the main character in it. Basically, what this
Never
like
heard anything
biker outlaw. He
It sounds ridiculous. So you just said Machine Gun Preacher.
yeah. Well, hold on. Let me just get the guy's name really fast. So I'm going to take over Google Boy's job real fast. Machine.
Oh, and also with this guy, what's awesome too is they build wells that are sustainable, because the biggest problem, you can't just, it's the whole, like, you know, give a guy a fish, feed him for a day, teach a guy how to fish, feed him forever philosophy. You know, they go in, they build these wells, there's just that the people can sustain themselves. It's not these things where you come in and install it and then something breaks 6 months down the road and there's no parts to ever fix it and it goes useless at that point. No, it's all sustainable stuff that the village people can actually maintain themselves. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so it's Sam Childers. Basically, he was a biker outlaw, you know, just addicted to heroin. He found God. Well, then there was this trip that was coming up to go help people in East Africa, you know, like orphans over there. And he got so attached, he basically started selling everything. He sold his business, and he was just constantly, his family couldn't get him back over to the U.S. He was constantly he wanted to help out there so much. But, like, yeah, he's still helping fighting the rebels to this day. Like, he's still going over there all the time.
A real person?
Yeah.
True. Like, is this a movie or a documentary? I'm confused.
It's a movie. So a lot of it's kind of Hollywood, but it's a great
semi-based on his
yeah,
story.
exactly.
Okay.
It's pretty fucking badass. Like, he's still over there fighting the rebels and building fucking orphanages, but he donated, like, he sold his business, sold his tools, because he was constantly, and he's still constantly trying to raise money for over there. But I mean, he was going to, you know, family and friends for money, and just trying to raise anything he could to get over there. I mean, I think when you get that involved, it's kind of hard to come back to the U.S. and see how good we're living. All you want to do is go back over there and donate your time to something that's actually, you know, going to benefit somebody.
Well, it's weird because, like, the dude that's building the whales, he's literally one person that started doing this, and now he has a team of people that helps volunteer build these whales. But it's like this one person is actually changing people's lives.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy to actually feel like you're having an impact.
But imagine having that kind of money where you could actually go. I mean, I'm not saying he does, but I'm saying winning the lottery, like $1.5 billion. I mean, you can donate so much of your time, but
well, just think about it this way: 3 people won it, so there's fucking $500 million a piece. $500 million, you could do so much with that. Even if you got half, because you pay half the taxes, $250 million. So I was saying,
oh, sorry, I just played it.
No, it's fine. We had to pause and we moved to the front porch. Dude, by far, I don't know why, but every time I'm out here, this is my favorite place to hang out. Or at least one of the top 10 favorite places to hang out.
If I had a cooler view, it'd be a lot better.
Well, yeah, the view could use an upgrade, but I'm not complaining. Anyways, I was saying that even if it was only $250 million that you had to play with, I mean, $250 million, you don't ever have to work again if you, like, play the cards right. I mean, I don't know how you could even spend that much. Well, I guess you could easily spend that much if you really tried.
Yeah, no, like, have you seen those, the lottery, like, documentaries on...
Like How the Lottery Changed My Life show?
Yeah, that or lotteries was my biggest curse. They have a bunch of them out there, but it's wild, dude. Like, yeah, these fucking idiots lose all their money in a year. Just, it's crazy because people are like, how can you spend that much money? But when you're buying cars and houses, it's pretty fucking easy.
Oh, yeah, when you think you're uber rich because you hit a $2 million jackpot?
Well, what's funny is these people don't realize, like, oh, yeah, but once you pay off the house, like, yeah, you still got to pay taxes every year.
Mm-hmm.
You dummy.
Can't buy a $1 million house and expect to, you know, that just buying the house is going to let you afford it for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Taxes are motherfucker, especially in California.
Yeah, well, it's funny, a lot of those people, they actually die of drug overdoses.
Well, fuck, if I can go back to partying.
Yeah, well, a lot.
Responsibilities.
It's always like cocaine or something. That's you know what I mean? Like, they went out the stupid way.
Hey, it's like Rick James said, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. As much as I would like to think I'd be smart, I'd hope I'd be smart. if I won that kind of money, which I'm not.
It's hard to say because, I mean, fuck, I'd probably lose my mind.
But I'm pretty fucking good with money. I don't think that I would go that route where I'm buying a bunch of stupid shit. All I really want is a nice, decent sized house. If I have that, that's fine. I don't need a fucking Ferrari. I don't need anything crazy like that.
I think right now, if I was handed $2 million, or let's say a large lottery jackpot, I think I could be smart with it. But 5 to 10 years ago, if I was handed a large lottery jackpot, just handed it to me, like that would be gone already. I for sure would have blew it.
The only thing that sucks about winning lottery is your name gets fucking voiced everywhere.
It's like part of the deal. You have to go do media.
And that's what sucks is like then you got all these fucking assholes that are coming around like, hey man, Ryan, remember me, dude? It's like,
that's another horror story you hear too. Like you have these accountants that'll fucking hit you up constantly because they want to, be your accountant. Pretty much trying to get a job. It's like, no, fuck off. I didn't ask for you to call me. I didn't seek you out.
But family members, dude, you imagine how much shit gets talked about you? Like you're not fucking giving them a fat portion or something?
God, I can only imagine. Like let's say you won like a $1 million jackpot, which that's not shit because
especially after taxes.
Let's say 50, I forget what the exact amount is, but let's say you only get $500,000 out of that. That's it. $500,000 is like an average house in San Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
you're
like
not retiring.
That's like a small 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Yeah. And then your families would be like, oh, they're rich now. It's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I was able to get myself a nice little house. That was about it.
I mean, would it be awesome to have that much money all of a sudden? Fuck yeah, but are you going to fucking live forever off that? Maybe if you make a good investment off of it.
And last I heard that Chino Hills, they still haven't even found him yet. They still haven't came forward. They're like, oh, well, he have up to a year. It's like, imagine if you lost that ticket.
I've heard stories of people finding tickets like a year later and it being not like a jackpot, but like, a nice chunk of change.
I think you were telling me about that. One of a Taco Bell employee or something like that was going through the trash and saw a lottery ticket and cashed it in. You were telling me one of those.
Yeah, that was a trip. He found a jackpot in the trash can. He was taking out the trash, just on the top of the trash, he saw lottery tickets in there, like picked it up. It wasn't like he went dumpster diving, but just sitting right there, he grabbed it just because, like, why not check it? And fucking turned out to be a jackpot.
I wouldn't tell anybody that was the case.
That's beyond winning the lottery.
Because then you got fucking people like, oh, that was my ticket.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's whoever, it's possessions is 9 tenths of the law. Whoever has that ticket in their hand. Because that ticket, I don't know if you read the back of it, you're supposed to sign the back of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're supposed to sign the back of it so that way you can claim it's yours.
Damn, my writing's so shitty, you would know it was my fucking ticket. There's no line there.
So there's no way to, like, even if I could say that I found this and somebody would be like, no, I can prove that's mine. Their signature's on the back. Fuck them, that's not theirs.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Well, it kind of suck if you lost your ticket.
Yeah. Big time. I feel like I wouldn't be one of those statistics, win the lottery and then fucking be broke in a year. That wouldn't be me. I can guarantee you that.
I was so annoyed when I got here. Like I had to get high before we started this fucking thing. Washer and dryer says I'm going to pick up today.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I'm not going to.
Why?
So I saw the ad this morning, and it was posted for Oceanside. Now, I live in Escondido. That's about 25-minute drive from Escondido. And I was thinking like 30 miles is going to be my radius for trying to find a washer and dryer. And I was like, cool, Oceanside, hit him up, hits me back. It's what I wanted. Fucking set up a time. And then he hits me up, because it's supposed to meet him at noon, and he hits me up saying his work was running late. I said, no worries, fucking just let me know when you get off. I'll go meet you. Then I got to a point where, it was 1:30 or 1:45, and I was like, hit him back, like, bro, like, are we still meeting today or what? He's like, yeah, sorry, I'm still at work. I was like, well, I need to go run an errand today. I got something to do. Can we meet later this evening? He said, yeah, it's fine. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go run my errand down Lemon Grove, and I'll be back up this way, and I'll meet you. He texted me, where are you coming from? I told him Escondido, and he's like, I'm in Lake Elsinore.
What the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck? Your ad said Oceanside. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. My girlfriend posted. I don't know why it says Oceanside. I was like, it shouldn't even be in the San Diego ad.
So you were basically waiting for a guy to get off of work who wasn't never coming.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, sorry, bro, that's just way too far. Fucking nope.
Wow.
It pissed me off because that was about 4 or 5 hours I wasted. I could have been looking for something.
How much was that?
$200.
Well, that's not bad at all.
For a 4-year-old washer and dryer. This is the best deal I'd seen on there. It's crazy.
Perfect time before tax time. Everyone's probably getting rid of their old shit.
Well, he even said, like, the only reason, because I asked him how old it was, he said the only reason he was getting rid of it because the wife had bought a brand new stainless steel front loaders.
Everything's stainless steel now, dude. Everything.
What's the big deal with the front loaders? Like, me and Katie used to have front loaders. I didn't see the difference between having a front loader and a top loader. Like, they just look cooler. It still washes and dries my clothes. I mean...
Top loaders are more easy. People don't want to bend over.
Well, no, people say that the front loaders are easier than the top loaders.
I don't fucking know.
I don't care. It just cleans my clothes. It's done.
Whatever's cheapest, dude. I'm a cheapskate. Whatever's cheapest, I'm going with that one. Like, Jazz wants to get all her stainless steel appliances in the house. I'm like, when something breaks, then you can go get stainless steel. I'm not just going to replace all this perfectly good working crap just because you want stainless steel in the house.
It's so weird, and that's how you find good deals on fridges and shit, because people go buy the new hot shit.
Yeah.
Which, granted, I would love to have a... It doesn't have to be stainless steel, just an all-black fridge with a TV in it.
Oh, the TV? Dang, I remember when those first came out, dude. There's so much money, and it's stupid, too, because it's like a little 8-inch TV,
Yeah.
not even that. It's like smaller than that. It's like what our phone would be.
And then I don't understand how it works either. Can you like hook up a DVD player to it, or your cable box, or Apple TV?
Yeah, I know, right?
And now you need a new shelf for your electronics in your kitchen.
I don't know. Next time I go to the fridge, I'm doing it right, though. I'm not getting one of these fucking... the double doors. I'm getting like the bottom freezer, like the big-ass ones, dude.
Bottom freezer is the best.
If you're going to go out, dude, go out. I spent $1,500 on my stainless steel fridge, and I don't even have enough room. Like, my freezer's full at all times. Like, I need something bigger.
You need to stop freezing food.
Jasmine's like, why don't we fucking, why don't we get a fridge for the garage? I'm like, I'm not spending an extra $40, $50 whatever it costs to run another fridge.
Because I say that free fridge from Katie.
My electric bill's already high enough as it is.
200?
Mm-hmm. 200 every month.
You run your heater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Run my heater nonstop, and then during the summer I run AC nonstop. I'm not going to be one of those fucking... I never understood as a kid, like, sitting there trying to save fucking $70 to $100 and be miserable throughout the entire month. I'm going to spend an extra $100 and be comfortable all day.
Have you tried sweating it out, or
Well, we did that.
You see what the difference was
before we got all our ACs. When we first got the house, we didn't have an AC for like the first 2 months, and our electricity bill was like $60. So yeah, it's a big difference for sure. But I'd rather be comfortable. I'm not working my ass off.
Dude, it's so hard to see.
I don't really work my ass off, but I'm saying I'm not working all month to be hot or cold.
It's hard to not pay for the comfort, because I can not go out to dinner a couple of times and afford a higher bill.
Yeah, exactly.
That and these days I'd rather eat at home anyways.
I would way rather eat out. Nothing on Jasmine, dude. Jasmine, I don't mean like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't ever get to eat out anymore just because the kids.
I get so annoyed now when I go out and there's a kid. Like the fucking dinner I was just telling you about, that steak dinner me and Brittany went to. There's a fucking kid, like an infant, like 3 tables over, and we're like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, when you're paying $100 a plate, you want it to be adults only.
Yeah,
and that's just it, dude. Like, Landon would be great to take out to dinner, but Miles, like to kind of like a Applebee's, like a scenario like that, I don't care about taking Miles. But I'm saying if I'm going to a nice restaurant, I'm not going to disrupt everyone else's time if Miles starts getting fussy.
Or do the fucking responsible thing. Go to Chili's or Applebee's.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like one of those restaurants, no problem. I'm sitting over here.
Sorry if that was redundant. I might have tuned out for half a second.
Oh, you're fine.
I hate it when I'll be listening back to the podcast. I'm like, did I just say what Ryan just said? And I'll cut out what I said. So I'm like, I don't need to have things repeated.
We should have an excuse. You're high, so there's that.
It's like I will be talking and I'll do my little tune out for 1 to 2 seconds, but 1 to 2 seconds, so that's 5 or 6 words. Especially with the way me and you talk.
Well, we talk so fast too. It's pretty easy to not catch everything we're saying.
Dude, what was it that you're telling me about that girl that came over that couldn't understand you?
Yeah, she's from Brazil, and she was like, couldn't understand everybody else, but she was like, I don't understand anything you say. She's like, everything you say, like, I'm having so much trouble. Everybody else talking to her perfectly fine.
So you just have to slow yourself down like the dumb Americans. Hi, how are you? My name is Ryan.
That's why I mumble so much. I'm trying to get out so fast, I can't keep up with myself.
Dude, what was it? Like, what did Mom do to us to make us talk this way?
If we wanted to get a word in, we had to talk fast. Like, if we didn't talk fast, nothing was being heard.
Oh, she moved so quick all the time.
Well, the mom talked so fast, Charlie thought she spoke Russian.
That shit was hilarious when you told me that.
Didn't help that he was high either, but it's still funny.
What language does your mom speak?
Dead serious, all like normal, like Charlie, all like paranoid and freaked out. Like, hey, dude, what language does your mom speak, dude?
Russian, man. You can't understand that?
See, this is what I'm talking about. See, chilling on the porch and looking at Chewy, how Chewy's just fucking a porch dog, dude. He just telling me how he wants the dog, like on Gran Torino, how the dog just hangs out on the porch with him. I was like, I got that, dude. Chewy does that with me.
Well, he does this wherever you're at.
Yeah, he follows.
But it's cool that he does kick it out here by himself all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking watched this movie the other night, thinking about Mom. It was called About Time. It was a time-traveling movie. It was kind of cheesy because I had a lot of questions. But he was time travel. He could time travel, but it was like a family secret that all the males in the family could do this. And they just had to go into like a dark space and squint their eyes and clench their fists and they can just think about where they wanted to be. And they could time travel only in the past. They couldn't go forward. And they could only go to places they've been. So places in their life where they had been. So you could literally do whatever you wanted with your life. Because you could test out any scenario you wanted. I could sit here, punch you in the face. It results negatively. So I just go back in time and start over.
That sounds like the greatest thing ever.
And the only way there was a couple of hiccups. He had a kid, and then he tried to time travel before his kid was born. And then when he came back to where he left from, he had a new kid. His kid was completely different. He's like, "What the fuck?" He was like freaking out, and he went and talked to his dad. And his dad's like, "Oh, if you go back before the time when your kid was born, that results in another sperm getting to the egg." He's like, "So you can't go before your kid was born if you want to have that same child." And so he freaked out, and so he had to go back and put everything back to normal that he had changed so he can go back to having the same kid.
Dude, time traveling movies like fucking trip me the hell out because that's something I've like the Butterfly Effect. I think that's probably one of the best movies.
Well, and that was like he brought that up right away when his dad first told him he could time travel. He's like, "What about the Butterfly Effect?" He's like, "Well, we haven't messed up the future yet."
Oh my god!
But no, like he got to a point where his dad died from cancer. And his dad couldn't go back and diagnose the cancer soon enough because it would have been before he was born. So he's like, fuck, I understand why you can't cure your own cancer because it'd mean that I wouldn't exist. It'd be a different person. And so his dad didn't want to lose him. His dad ends up dying of cancer, but he kept going back in time to visit his dad all the time. So it's just like his dad never died. He just kept going back in time to visit his dad whenever he wanted to. But it got to a point where his wife wanted to have a third kid. And this is after his dad was dead. And he debated on it like, I don't know if I could. And then he decided to actually have a kid. And then he had to go back in time and say goodbye to his dad forever.
I want to watch this movie now.
It's called About Time. It's an English movie, so it was a little hard for me to get into at first. But I was fucking hooked. Not to mention I was really high, so it was amazing.
A garbage-ass movie.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it, but it was amazing when I was stoned. Now, it was really... but it was a trip because I couldn't imagine having to actually say goodbye to somebody like that.
I don't know. I'm not going to say it's a bad movie because when you're high and you watch a movie, you fucking critique the shit out of it. So
see, I had a lot of questions about the timeline of things because time has to keep moving forward. And if you're going back and fixing things, and your dad's also going back and changing things, like how is the Butterfly Effect not being just? Or there'd be like this huge ripple in time that would fuck everything almost.
Have you watched that movie with Matthew McConaughey, the time travel movie?
We're talking about the space one?
Yeah.
Interstellar?
Interstellar. That's a good fucking movie, dude.
It wasn't really a time travel movie. It just that's what resulted in him in going. He went into a black hole.
Yeah.
That movie freaked me out.
Yeah, dude.
The first time I watched it, it freaked me out. The second time I watched it, it was like, whatever.
I can't. Those movies I can't watch twice.
It ruins it the second time.
Yeah. Those are like the one sellers. I can watch it one time and I don't need to watch it again.
I watched this movie last night called Ex Machina. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot. Okay, I don't like robot movies and I don't like artificial intelligence movies. I don't watch them, but I've heard so much about this movie. I finally broke down and watched it.
It's a B movie, but I still like it.
I don't think it was a B movie. It was a good movie.
No, it's a B movie, dude.
How was it a B movie? I didn't see any cheesiness in the acting.
It's when I mean a B movie, like it didn't get any like big hits in theaters. Like it was just a whatever movie.
It didn't have any big names in it, nor was it advertised.
Yeah, but like the end was kind of cheesy. How they all died out. I don't mean like cheesy, but I mean like all right, the way they all died, like the way like they came at him, like the guy who created him. That was what was dumb. Like the main guy being locked in the end was pretty dope. Like that was a good ending. But I mean, I'm talking about when they came after like the master. It was cheesy.
But you're expecting them to act like a human. That's what you're saying. It's cheesy. They're robots. You were looking at those as two females angrily stabbing a dude that was trapping them where they didn't want to be. When in reality, it was 2 robots that were trying to escape.
Dude, the way you're acting right now is like you wrote the movie. How the fuck did you say this right now? Do you understand what you're saying? It was a good movie. And I could see how he'd fall in love with the chick. Or, like, think she was human.
I was a little skeptical, dude. He was there for like 5 days. But he was like a loner that didn't have a girlfriend ever. And was and he loved technology, so he was like instantly sucked into that. And that shit was creepy. Like I could see how that would seem real. Like the question she was asking, that was really weird.
Well, yeah, you just start to form an attachment like she is human.
Yeah.
You got someone that's answering back like that, it's hard not to.
But then he was like criticizing the dude who made them for like treating them the way he did. And it's like, they're machines. I would have that. You have to have that mentality towards them, or you're going to think of them as human, and you're going to unleash these things on the world.
It was crazy though, like how he's sitting there watching, thinking that it's a surveillance, and she like goes in there, and rips up the picture, and he's like, "Oh, how could he?"
Like the end of it, I was kind of disappointed because same thing happens with AI movies. AI fucks you over in the end. It always does. I mean, look at the Matrix. They invented AI and it fucked them over. What was that other AI movie? I was thinking of iRobot.
Have you watched the artificial intelligence episode on Vice?
Maybe.
It's pretty fascinating. Like, we're basically trying to build something that everything in movies shows that will end badly, and we're still going to do it. Like, there's a competition every year on who basically has the most advanced robot, and it shows like the hardest part is getting them to walk by themselves and not tip over. That's like the hardest thing right now. Like, they have the intelligence factor down, asking questions and everything, but it's the movement that's not there.
Well, even
they're too top heavy, and they're still like.
Well, it's not even the robotic factor. It's the robotic factor, yes, it's behind, but just the AI part of it, they're still not like up to what that movie was portraying.
Oh yeah, of course, but
that's what the goal is, to get to there.
But like their biggest downfall right now is actually trying to get them to walk and move like human like. They're still way far behind.
There's a couple of cool robots that are coming out of Japan. Have come out of Japan that are pretty fucking cool and super creepy. Like I don't know what it is. I'm super scared of robots. That's why I hate robot movies.
Because it's going to happen soon one of these days?
Yeah, I don't want to be around for it. Like, I don't want to be around when robots are fucking a part of our everyday life. I mean, granted, right now, technically, robots are a part of our everyday life. We deal with electronic robotic systems all the time, but a full-on humanoid robot.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I think everything's just going to be abused. That's why.
I feel like I'd have to be like Will Smith on iRobot. Like, fuck these things.
I like that movie. It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah, I still watch it all the time. Like, almost all Will Smith movies I love.
Same with Denzel.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A few of them are like, I don't like the drama one, the super drama ones with Denzel.
Like what?
There's a hospital one.
John Q? That movie's amazing.
No, it's a good movie, but I just don't like watching it. Sad. Because that really is our system.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But Fallen, that's like one of my top 10 favorite movies ever, Fallen.
I remember I used to hate. I don't like that movie because you used to watch it so much.
I haven't watched it in years, but I watch it all the time.
It kind of sucks. Like last night, I was like,
but that's what you did for me with the fucking football movie he did.
Oh, remember Titans?
Yeah, you ruined that movie for me.
Dude, that's still my all-time favorite movie. No, but like, what's sad is I was like I look at like Dad, how we when we were a kid, he showed us all of the old movies and we used to really dig them. And last night I was telling you I was watching Fast and the Furious, and that's like brings back like childhood memories for me. Fast and Furious.
Yeah. And
I watched that movie last night. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to show Lennon and Miles this movie. Like they're gonna be like, this is the lamest movie ever. And I'm watching. Like, it's supposed to be a 30-second race, but it turns into, like, a 5-minute race on screen. It's like it's supposed to be going fast. Everything's supposed to be zooming by, but just, like, one blurry effect, and it just looks horrible. It's so cheesy.
Yeah. Sorry, as you were telling that story, I was remembering the first time I did mushrooms, I came home and watched that movie.
Was it cool? Oh, so you just thought the blurriness was just you on shrooms?
No, because I've seen that movie recently, and it's really hard to watch. It's really hard to watch.
Well, you know what's crazy, too, is I don't know if, like... Well, a lot's coming out in the working out world, but, I mean... I remember as a kid, I used to think Vin Diesel was just fucking, like, ripped. And I was watching the movie, like, he's not even that big.
Well, not when he stands next to the new Rock.
Not even that, though, but, like, even all the characters, like, from the movie, he's not that big next to them. Like, on screen, he looks like a huge guy. But I've heard that from people that are like, oh, dude, it's crazy when you see people that are buff on screen, like when in person, like that guy, Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. This is one day when I was working out, like 4 years ago. Heard this guy, he worked at a hotel. I was just eavesdropping on a conversation at the gym. And he's talking about that guy Ronnie from the Jersey Shore who came in. He's like, dude, he's like he was talking about this other guy. He's like, yeah, he's like your size. And the guy that was next to me, I mean, he was buff, but he wasn't like anything crazy.
Yeah.
But on screen, Ronnie looks huge. Like, it's like just...
I listened to the Fight of the Kid podcast, and the kid, Brian Callen, comedian / actor, there was a role that he was going to try to go or a role that he got, and he needed to get big to look muscular for the part. So he went to, and he has like our body type.
Yeah.
Like, we have to take steroids to get jacked. We can't just go work out and get jacked. Our metabolism's too high. So he goes to his trainer like, hey, I got this role. I need to change. I need to put on some serious muscle mass. So what do I need to do? Like, start lifting heavy weights, eating a lot of protein. This trainer looked at him like, no, you need to take steroids. That's how you get there. I can't get you there unless you do something illegal. So a lot of these people, like Brian Callen is basically saying, a lot of these actors that you see jacked on screen, like Christian Bale and Batman, it's steroids. Like they're just taking steroids to get that jacked for that role.
Well, especially, when they're getting big within a 4-month span, it's like, okay.
Well, have you seen The Machinist?
The Machinist.
It's Christian Bale. Dude, look up The Machinist right now and see the picture of Christian Bale. He went from that to Batman in 8-month period or something.
It sounds familiar.
It was a shitty movie. I didn't even make it all the way through it, but he's like an anorexic or something, and he went from that to Batman within less than a year.
No, I haven't seen it. Well, it's like when he did, what's that fighter movie, Mickey Rourke or whatever, with the Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, that fighter.
Yeah, the fighter with, dude, fuck, man, he looked nasty in that movie, dude. Yeah. He was skinny as hell. I think he got sick after that movie, too, because he lost so much weight.
Yeah, it's super unhealthy for you. It's disgusting.
Well, Matt Damon talks about that, how he didn't realize like how there's actually ways to lose weight. Because when he was a broke actor and he got that part with that movie with Denzel Washington where they're over there fighting in war or whatever. Which movie is it? Well, anyways, he lost all that weight on his own, and afterwards he ended up being hospitalized for like 6 months. Because he just didn't know that there was actually a system that you had to go by. You just stop eating and run. And he's like, that's not how you get there. But yeah, he was so sick he was hospitalized. I was like, that's crazy.
Shit's cool though. I do like Christian Bale's acting.
Yeah, he's good. Fucked up for not being in that new Batman. I watched this interview. He said that he didn't want to do it because it hurt his voice or his throat. And I was imagining trying to do that. The Batman voice, fuck, that would kill your throat. Like, scene after scene.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't imagine. Okay, you know that guy on YouTube, Bat Dad or whatever? I don't know how he does it. He does it shit all the time.
That guy's making some serious money off those videos, dude.
They're worth it. I'm happy he's getting paid because I love watching those videos.
I like when he talks shit to his kids. He's like, that painting looks stupid.
The best ones are when he's in his car.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, do you carry the mask everywhere with you?
His wife's probably so sick of those videos.
Well, have you heard her in some of the videos? Like, oh my God.
Hey, this is pain for your hair right now, right?
You think she should be sitting there like, okay, I guess this annoyance is really paying off, so I'm going to shut my mouth now.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Not to be a chauvinist or anything.
Yeah, talking about money, dude, I realize now, I've always said forever, like, oh, I'll do anything for money.
I've always took that as a joke.
No, I really would, but I realize now that it's I would do anything for one lump sum of money.
Oh, yeah, you would continually do something.
Because I was talking to Jesus about that documentary we were watching, and he was like, see, so you wouldn't do anything for money. I'm like, oh, no, all right, I need to clarify this better. I would do anything for money when it comes to one large sum of money.
You do one thing.
One bad, whatever it is, horrible, disgusting thing. But I wouldn't.
You're not going to suck one dick a week for $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm like, all right, maybe I should clarify this a little better. Let's pause real fast.
All right, we paused for. I forget why you paused it. Anyways, I started telling Ryan before I paused myself when we were staying at my aunt's house taking care of her mom. I would try to go on walks around the neighborhood because we'd be sitting inside all day, not moving. And I decided to go for a jog this one morning, and apparently his Rottweiler wasn't locked up. And I run by it, And I had actually stopped. I started walking because I didn't want to go like jamming past it because I saw it was out and I didn't know if there was a person out there with it. So I started walking slowly and it starts barking at me and I'm like, oh shit. And so I'm like, all right, let's just fucking slowly get by this fucking dog. I don't know what it's going to do. And then so it starts coming after me and then I start walking faster and I realize I can't run from a dog. It's going to catch me. And so I have to turn around and I confront the fucking thing.
I would have took off running.
I knew I couldn't outrun it. I'd already been running.
What kind of dog was it?
It was a Rottweiler.
So what did the dog do?
It
you stare down with him?
Yeah, it just kept barking at me, and I was just kind of slowly walking backwards as it like kept coming towards me, and like I just wanted to make sure I could like put an arm up or something for it to put in its mouth in case it like charged me, and it kept trying to like come up and bark, but I'd like throw my foot up at it or like I don't know what the fuck I was really gonna do besides just get attacked, but I finally got far enough away to where it ran back to its house.
As much as I look at a dog and I think like, oh, I'll fight the shit out of this dog. I look at I watch pit bull videos online and like,
Nope.
dude, that is fucking no joke, man.
Well, even like that pit bull that just walked by, the thing was tough as shit.
Yeah.
Those dogs are built, they were bred to fight. I don't care what anybody says, you need to beware if you own a pit bull.
There was this YouTube video I saw online. I think it was in the Bronx. I'm just guessing they're in New York. I mean, they're in New York for sure, but I'm guessing it was somewhere ghetto, basically what I'm trying to get at.
How do you know the Bronx is ghetto?
I don't know, everything I hear. So, this fucking pit bull takes out like 5 guys, dude. Like, it was crazy. Like, there's blood everywhere on the streets. The guy's filming it from like the 3rd story, and it was just ripping these guys apart. They're taking shovels, bats. One guy's like, get a hose! Get a hose! I'm like, what the fuck's a hose gonna do? So I want to eat you guys.
Yeah, for real. Like, it's weird, too, because that fucking lockjaw they have. I remember my old neighbor Steve, there's a pit bull that was just running around the neighborhood, like it got out of its yard or whatever, and it fucking latched onto a dog that was on a leash, and he put a fucking lighter up to the pit bull's eye, not like to burn the eye, just put it up close, and it fucking let go.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh? So fire. So ladies and gentlemen, get a torch. You got a pit bull coming at you. Well, I think of like when our dogs used to fight. You know, Sassy was what, part boxer and I don't know what else she was mixed with.
She's a boxer mix.
But when they would fight, it was like we couldn't break them apart. I remember Danny would get out a shovel.
I remember me and you, when we'd break them up, we'd each have to grab a dog.
And even that was just like, it wasn't even happening.
And we had to be careful because I got bit a few times because of that.
Because I look at Chewy and I'm like, dude, if Chewy ever like lashed out on me, Chewy is the best dog ever. But I'm saying, like, I would destroy Chewy, but then when you watch these videos, you're like, maybe you wouldn't. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Oh yeah, it is fucking. Because I don't know, because it's still an animal you're dealing with. It's not a human. Like we always put human thoughts on them, but they're still not human. Yep. Especially, I mean, you talk to Chewy like he's a damn human. You sleep with him like he's your boy.
I love Chewy, dude.
So did last night, didn't you?
Of course. I even gave him a bath so I can let him sleep with me.
I'm not sleeping alone.
Hey, it's weird, dude. Like, I'm so used to having the kids and Jasmine here. I realize I'm a little freaked out when I stay here by myself. Like, I hear a noise, and, like, I always... Like, last night, I looked like a tweaker, dude. I fucking peeked out my window, like, 6 different times. I was like... And then my back gate was open. I was like, no, I didn't leave my back gate open. And then, like, the childhood thought comes... I remember when I was a kid, if something scared me, you know, you're like... I'm not stupid. I know you're in here. Like, you know, you start doing that, like, hoping somebody will come out.
Quit trying to play tricks on me.
Yeah. It always, like, comes into mind to say that. I'm like, just say that I know you're in here. So nobody will come out.
Dude, I used to do the same thing when I lived here. Every now and then, I'd come home and I'd, like, smoke a bowl in the garage or something and then come inside. And then this house creaks and cracks so much. Like, what was that? What was that? I used to, like, look out the windows, like, somebody walking by.
Well, I remember when I first bought the place, dude, Jasmine used to call me all the time, like, can you please come home? I heard something. And it's just a house.
I totally understand why.
Just a house, though.
Especially the heater. The heater is the creepiest part of your house when it's running.
Yeah.
And it shuts off and it's doing the, like...
Or when it's coming on, it does the same thing, or it'll creak, like... It's pretty terrifying, dude. And I think I have a heater underneath my house. It's underneath my house. That's throwing flames. I mean, this house can go up like that.
You got a water heater. I mean, you got your heater that has a pilot light, and you also have a water heater that has a pilot light.
Yeah. That water heater is so fucking technically advanced now, dude. I can't even believe that. It has a status light
Yeah, I was a little
to
tripped
show
out.
everything's
Cool.
running fine. I know I have so much money now.
I didn't know they cost that much. I thought they were a few
dude,
$100s.
When I went and bought it, I thought I was going to be spending like $1,500. I don't know why. I thought they were a lot more expensive than they were.
I know the tankless ones cost that much.
$600.
Those are rad.
Yeah.
Instant
It heats the pipe. It heats the pipe as it runs through it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's the way to go, though. I mean, instead of just having this, you store this tank of hot water, you just heat up the pipe the water runs through. They're supposed to be way more efficient.
You know, I could see why. I hear that fucking pot kicking on like nonstop. But the only reason I even knew those existed was from Breaking Bad. When he's putting one in, he's like, "We're not buying a water heater. We're getting a tankless water heater." Like, I'm like,
when he's like, all this like upgrading all his new shit.
Yeah, like, I didn't know that costed a lot of money. Cool.
That's what I threatened my landlord with when I lived in OB, because he was like, he would never fix shit, and so the only way I got him to fix it was to like threaten him with stuff. Because I told him my water heater went out, so I called him. I was like, "Hey, if you don't have someone out here in the morning, I'm just gonna go to Home Depot myself and buy a tankless water heater and install that." And there's a dude at my front door at 6 a.m.
Dude, that's like the one thing that I feel like you run into a lot in San Diego, slumlords.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because I mean everything in San Diego is so fucking old, dude. Like all the apartment complexes, every apartment I've ever lived in San Diego, it's ridiculous. You can hear your neighbors having conversations. I was so fucking happy when I finally got this house that I didn't have to deal with that anymore.
Yeah, I'm a little worried with where I live now, my new place, because my old place, you saw it. I mean, I didn't share walls with anybody.
Yeah.
The hallway was around my entire unit. I just shared my my floor was, the second floor ceiling. And those places had crazy thick floors because you could be stomping and not hear it downstairs.
That's pretty cool. Do you ever talk to your neighbors? Like, hey, do you guys...
I never met one of my neighbors, except for the people I had the garage next to, because they had bikes and they would be hanging out in their garage. But those are the only people I ever talked to that were lived in that complex. And everybody, like when you walk by, and would put their head down. Nobody wanted to say hi. It was I told you I hated living there.
Yeah.
But no, this new place now we share a wall on each side, and fucking Silas loves running just up and down the stairs. And so I already know that's going to be something that is going to be a problem. But I want to talk to the neighbors and be like, how much do you hear? Because I forget how much I yell.
Yeah.
Because how we are, I'm all quiet when I'm outside in public, but inside my house, like, we yell back and forth. I'm not going to walk to the next room when I can just yell.
Renee, where's this at?
I realized that this weekend. It was like, Jesus, all I'm doing is yelling. Like, I need to go talk to the neighbors, see how much of this they could hear.
Well, like my house, dude, I can hear it. Because, I mean, that's why everyone's got, dual pane windows now. This house, you can hear everything outside.
Dude, me and Brittany haven't even had sex yet because you can hear everything in that house. And Silas has been there. Dude, because you saw my master bedroom, that weird window that's cut out over the stairs.
Yeah.
I can have, like, me and Silas were whispering upstairs, and Brittany was downstairs on the couch. She heard the whole conversation, and I was legitimately whispering.
Who is that?
Me and Silas were whispering upstairs, and Brittany was downstairs on the couch, and she heard our whole conversation.
Yeah, that's scary.
I asked her, she repeated the whole thing back to me. I was like, how did you, hey, Silas, we're going to do this to Brittany right now.
I heard everything.
So that sucks, but I guess it's new shit I have to live with, because the one good thing about the old apartment is I didn't have to worry about sound.
You know what's funny? Instantly, so when I pull up to your house and I see it's a one-car garage, I'm like, oh, it's fucking through. I'm staying at my house. That's all that I thought. I was like, we were driving through, because some of those places have two-car garages.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
no. They're not two-car garages. It's two units with their garages next to each other.
Oh, okay. So I was like, hell yeah, we're driving through, we pull up. I'm like, of course it'd be a fucking one-car garage.
Dude, that garage is smaller, so I could barely fit the two bikes and the car in there.
Can you guys even, is there other parking besides that?
We have the garage, our spot, and there's visitor parking.
Is it close?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like there's two visitor spots, probably 10 steps from my front door.
And they're reserved for you or what?
No, they're visitor spots.
Oh, okay.
So anybody that lives there can have visitors parked there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's like 30-something visitor spots in that complex, and even today I was looking around, and there's a bunch of open parking.
As long as I don't have to walk like your old place, then I'm happy with that.
You ask why I never invited people over.
Yeah.
There's no reason to. I'm not going to invite you over for a fucking workout.
Yeah.
Visitor parking like legitimately a quarter mile away.
Should we wrap this up? We're at 56.
Peace.
ModeCast out. Love you guys.